Hey you, welcome to Beauty Over 40. We are trying out a 7-piece brush set for our eyes today. If you'd like to see how I utilize these today, definitely stay tuned.
I'm down if you're down. Let's ride out right now. We'll go where there ain't no crowds, somewhere underneath the clouds. I'm down if you're down.
Alright guys, we're gonna go ahead and get started. So I wanted to come on and share these brushes that I got off of Temu. Let me take them out of the package. Let's see, we got 4, 5, 6, and 7 eye brush set, and I will show you them one by one. So here's the first one. It's a liner brush. You can see it's bent, so you know when you go to do your eyeliner, gives you the perfect angle. And then here's another liner brush. All right, and then here's another one. Let's see, these don't have names on them. Then here's another one. Nice angle brush. This one is not as thin as I would like it to be for my brows, but we can probably definitely train that. And this one's really thin. Check that one out. So I'm gonna try a couple of these for my brows and see. And then this one, that one's really thin too, and I like how short it is because that makes it dense. That makes it kind of dense. All right, and then this one is kind of curved. That one's kind of thin as well. And then there's the last one. All right, so I'm gonna do my brows. The only thing, those don't have spoolies. It would have been nice if they all had spoolies on the end of it, but we're just gonna work with it. All right, so I'm using my Love Yourself palette. This came in BoxyCharm. And I'm going to be using that brown right there. Doesn't look really dark in the pan, just looking at it first sight, but it's darker than what it looks like. All right, so when I do my brows, I don't like to start in the beginning. I like to start like probably where I'm looking now, where my pupil starts. So right about right here. And I like to go through my brow a little bit. It gives me a high arch. Ooh, this is nice. Ooh, look at that. That's really nice. Okay, same on this side. It picks up product really good. I love that sharp edge, even though this one went down a little bit too low. All right, so that was just this one here. Let's try another one. Unfortunately, I won't be able to try them all, but I do want to try at least a couple more. So let's try this curved one for the top part of our brow. Let's try that. All right, let's see. Same thing here. This one's really definitely, like you see me shading in. This one's really good for shading in. And then I just like to press up. Okay, now let's try this one here. This one's a little bit, it's a little bit wider. All right, let's see that one. So big. This one's a little tricky for me because of the size. Still really good for filling in. And then we're going to press up a little bit. Okay, not really a fan of that one, so let's try another one. We're going to go into this one. Okay, let's try that one. I will definitely say that that one is good for filling in as well. Let's see, where's the first one I used? Okay, okay. This one is definitely higher than what I want it to be, so I'm going to go back and fill that in some. So we're not going to go as high. And you know, if you make a mistake, you can definitely always clean it up with your concealer or whatever you shape out your brows with. I'm gonna bring this one down as well. Sometimes when you're using a new product or a new technique, or even in my situation, new brushes, sometimes it takes a couple times to get used to them. So then I go in with a spoolie, brush through it, and then pull this towards the front. I like that nice fade, and then I brush up. Look how natural that looks. You see the fade and then it gets darker. Usually that's how a brow usually grows. Now, some people have thicker brows and they're thick all the way through. But on average, most people's brows are thin in the front and then they fade out. And I'll be honest, these are a little bit bigger than what I would like. All right, so for concealer, all right, to clean up my brows, I'm actually going to use an eyeshadow base. Okay. This eyeshadow base is just, it's the perfect color to arch out my brows. I like to use this brush. I don't think I have a brush. Let's see. No, I don't like any of those to clean my brows. All right, so this is a Bare Minerals brush. I have several of these. As you can see, it's really, really thin, and I really like that to clean up my brows. All right, so we're just gonna go right up underneath, and I'm starting at the same place. And just carving it out. I would always say start lower, you know, cleaning up your brows, and then if you feel like you need to go up a little bit higher, then do that. But always start a little bit low. And then I like to go back in and just sweep right in the front, and then pull that on down. Usually, guys, I usually do my brows before the rest of my makeup is done, so just so you guys know. So that's pretty good. All right, let's do the next one. Starting at the same place. Hear the beautiful birds. Okay, then pull that down, and then go back in the front and just clean it up a little bit. Pull that down. All right, and then I'm just gonna blend that in. This side is a little bit lower than that, so I'm gonna try to fix that. So you guys know the saying, brows are sisters, not twins. Okay, just trying to get those as even as possible. And we're just gonna leave alone. All right, so let me finish everything and I will be right back. All right, so these are my brows, and They still are a little dark for me, so then what I do is just take a brow gel. This brow gel, it's a brow set actually from MAC, but I'm pretty sure this is discontinued, but they have newer ones. I'm a believer in it doesn't have to be the exact product. Just find something that's comparable and use that. Okay, so I like to brush that through and then brush up. And you can see the difference in the brows. This one is definitely a little bit softer, and that's what I like. I've mentioned before, you guys, I like using all of my products, so that little thing in there, I pop it out so I can get all my product out. That is my brow routine. I hope you guys like my brow routine. If you learn any tips and tricks, definitely let me know, and let me know what products you like to use for your brows. I have before in the past used like a brow pomade, but then going back to like eyeshadow or a brow powder, it just seems a little bit more softer and not as harsh as a pomade, because a pomade is pretty much a gel. So, you know, that was just a little bit harsh for me. But so I kind of go back and forth. Right now, I'm loving the eyeshadow or a brow powder. It's all the same, guys. Basically, just use products, try them different ways. Like I use eyeshadow for highlighter, and yeah, I just like to play around with my makeup and find out what works. But yeah, so that is it for my video. So if you guys are not following me on Instagram or TikTok, give your girl a follow at LRH Makeup. Also my second handle on TikTok, which is _beautyover40. And of course, if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please consider subscribing to my channel. Turn on post notifications. That way you'll be notified when I upload new content. All right, guys, until next time, remember the best makeup you can wear is confidence. Bye.